On this episode of Mercari Halls. No, just kidding. Welcome to Journal of the Scots. And we've got Mercari. As I promised on my journal entry this week, I did 2 Mercari orders. That's right, 2 orders. Unfortunately, they're not combined. They were separate. It is what it is. Mercari is doing like a shipping special, which really didn't affect these because I think pretty much these are about $5 to ship every single time. So minifigures. The minifigures do get a little bit of expensive because of the shipping. So it's when you go to shows, like Brick World Chicago or like whatever your local show is, or you go to your local bricks and minifigs shop, or even if you're thinking about Lego and getting just a standard figure, shipping is a big deal on these online marketplaces because it ups the cost of the figure by that shipping amount. So if you're paying $5 for a figure, that's really a $10 figure. So if I go to a show and it's a $12 figure on online, it's really a $17 figure. So you do have to kind of like prices are a little bit relative. Anytime you're buying after the market, you're probably going to pay a little bit of a premium, but you never know. There are some deals out there. So I consider these like they're not deals. I didn't like push for a deal, but I feel like I got a decent price. I'm happy with. Let's take a look. We'll open it up. I'll try not to. It got sent in this bubble wrap, which is pretty standard. Let's see here. Okay, this. Nothing else. The name is for Renee. Let's see what her store name is. It's always interesting. Let's see, buying. So she used her name as her store name. So this is Renee. It looks like she had sold 250 items or have had 253 transactions. So this is an experienced buyer seller. Came in this bag. She had it even very organized. And let's take a look. I have no room on my table here. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Oh, so she did include it was a collectible minifigure. It's still got the tape, so I'm not going to rip it. What that is, half horse person. So it's a centaur. The centaur warrior. So, this is fully in the bag, so they had gotten it. And maybe they had a duplicate. That's the cool thing about the CMFs. So this is like fresh. This is really good. Totally awesome. So, well, we might as well just put it together, huh? Let's get it together. So what's nice about having this, I really should buy a couple of these, because then you can turn any person into a centaur. But this is the official one. It's a female head, but of course you could switch. Came with a random apple. I don't know. Apparently centaur warriors like apples. I'm just gonna throw that in my bin. I don't really need it. Oh, really cool. It has arm printing. That's really neat. Really good figure. There we go. It's got a bow. And boom. There we go. That's the figure. So, I mean, I've seen these as low as $8 online. I think it goes for like 12 to 13. So I got it for 10 plus shipping. So not the greatest deal, probably overpaid just slight, but these are I see these selling fast, so I figured I'm gonna just jump right on it. So that was number one to me. Rating submitted. Now the seller gets paid. I'm happy because now I have another figure for Dungeons and Dragons. A centaur sitting right there. That's pretty cool. That's a really neat figure. You know, and if I go on Bricklink, every time you go to Bricklink, it makes you like, where were you born? Like what? Accept. Okay. So here it is on Bricklink, just like that. And price guide. Let's see. Did I overpay? So no, I didn't overpay, right? Because the average price is over $10. So Bricklink averages $10.50, right? And here you're probably gonna pay a good $5-6 for shipping. So that tells me, you know, this figure, we will check back. So now I'm recording this. I'm gonna go to Brick World Chicago this year. I could almost guarantee we will find this. There's no way that'll be less than a $15 figure. I'd be willing to bet most places are gonna have it $18 to $20 because they'll look on Bricklink and then they'll add a couple bucks, or they'll add $5-6. Even though they probably paid somebody $3 or $4 to take it off their hands. and in a lot, and they'll easily get like $15 to $20 for this figure. So I feel like it's a win. I mean, I've even seen it sell as high as $14 or $15. So even with shipping, that was a win. So big. That was a huge win. And you know, and again, the problem with the aftermarket is the longer you wait. I have seen, actually, I should look. I mean, it looks like Bricklink's been selling like 20, 30, 40 of these almost a month. That's a decent amount. Like, this is not like some rare figure. And again, I think it's because the theme, you know, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons, Castle, Fantasy, like these figures can get in demand fast. There's not too many of these made. And if somebody wants like a army build centaurs, they're gonna order like 5 or 6 of these or 10 of them, and then like next you know, like the price is just shooting to the moon. So I love this figure. It was a great get. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is actually turning into a pretty long haul. This one actually came in super fast. This is from Ryan, and California. I get a lot from Florida, California. I think I've had some from Connecticut. It'd be interesting to go back and. I mean, they come from all over the country. It's so awesome. I love it. First of all, I love the envelope. So Ryan says thank you. His store, let's see if he has a store name. His is Coughing Cards. So he had only sold like 56 things. His store has a lot of like baseball cards. So if you're interested in baseball and football cards, he just has a couple CMFs. That's the other thing too. I've been trying to find one like when I see a figure I like, I try to see if they've got other stuff to kind of tag in, because if sometimes I'm like, I don't usually like super push for better prices all the time. It can backfire. Like if you put too aggressive in an offer, what happens is other people see that you're putting in offers and then they can outbid you, and then it's just like you wasted your time. I try to just go and snag it, because once you snag it, it's yours, right? But sometimes I'm looking for like bundling and stuff like that. It doesn't always work out. A couple times here and there, I've been able to get some. You know, you save like you only pay once for $5 on shipping. So in this case, like if they would have had 2 Centaurs, I could have gotten 2 of them for 25 instead of 1 for 15. So it's like $5 savings. Versus paying like 14. Like you go to Brick World Chicago, if it would have been $20, then that would have been 2 for 1 special right there. So, okay, so he did send in this really nice envelope. Really appreciate you. Thank you for doing. These envelopes aren't the greatest, but it's already in a padded envelope, so I'm not gonna like ding any points off of it. Did come loose, which isn't very typical. Normally, you would have put it in a plastic you know, like a baggie or something like that, just to like any sort of added protection. But I do like the thank you, so it's a nice touch. This figure, I'm really pumped about because again, Dungeons and Dragons. This is another ad, and I need to get all of the monsters. And this is the mummy. That's a good looking mummy to kind of add in. Like if the adventurers uncover it, and then you have a mummy, and then you have a fight, and then it is what it is. The other cool thing about this is that um, it had a scorpion included as well. So, so it also came with a scorpion, which is also a nice little add because you could use that in the adventure. So it's a little bit of a 2-for-1 here. And I think that's full. That's what came in the CMF. This one I probably again overpaid. What did I pay for this? Oh, it was 10. So I did 10 for both. So this is a little bit more than I like. I mean, it is about in range of what I'd like to pay. I try to get deals on these things, but I was worried because I've seen a couple of these sell too. Like CMFs, man, don't mess with CMFs. God, there's 16. Oh, there was the elf in that series too. That one's expensive, I think. Hula Dancer. So this is technically Mummy Series 3. So prices are all over the place on this. Bricklink has got it a little bit cheaper, so I probably overpaid because again I paid for shipping. Used it's going for about $8 to $6. New, so this is all like this is pretty close to new, but it's not quite. Um, so you could army build these. It's going. Looks like a few of them sold under $6, but a couple of them sold at like 8, 9. There's one here for 12 in the U.S. Man, it really varies, like from $5 to $12. So it seems like if people want to get rid of it, it like slow moves. Um, and people probably add it in your collection, you know, at 10 or 12 if it's part of a bundle. But most of the time, if people are looking for a good price, it's only about $6 to $8. So I'd say I probably lost on this one a little bit. Um, but it is Series 3. There's only so many of them. If like Dungeons and Dragons ever takes off and people really want mummies in their collection, this is a good one. Plus, you get the maroon color or dark red color scorpion with it, so that's pretty nice. There are other mummies if you want to get those, but I'm glad. I'm glad I got it. Hey, you know, yeah, the seller now get paid. I just posted and completed, and now I'm happy I have yet another monster to add into my Dungeons and Dragons, collection. Essentially, I've been really kind of up leveling my monsters that I've been getting. So far on Mercari, I really need to do a trip to the Niles bricks and minifigures here one of these days. See if they've got any monsters for a reasonable price, right? Like if I go and if I can get it for less than what the figure plus shipping is, then it's a win in my opinion. So you got to get there before Brickworld Chicago happens, and that's only like 3 months away, which is insanity. Let's see what I. So I got the Centaur. Um, we got the Centaur. We got the um, the Troll, Fantasy Era Troll. We got the Goat Herder. We got the Dwarf. Um, the Dwarf and a Goblin. So I got the Goblin so far, a Dwarf, the Goat Herder, a Troll, a Mummy, and a Centaur. So that's not bad work. I'm just blowing through my credit right now, so it's not even close. Oh yeah, that's right. I did also get some. I get male and female Cyclops. So you do run into that in the Dungeons and Dragons. I got the Series 13 Evil Wizard. I do need to get the other Evil Wizard. This one's Let's see, this was the, yeah, so it was this one, the evil wizard. Got that guy. He's pretty cool. I really like that one. Um, I did get um, a second Stradvan Zorvich, so the Raven's Loft, and then the Lady of Pain. I got a second one of those. Let's see, what other bundle? Oh, one of them. Oh, I got a second Barbarian. Um, I got the female fierce Barbarian. I got that one. That's a good figure. That was a good one. So yeah, yeah, we got some. Oh, I did get one of the Scorpion guys, like this guy. He's got the Scorpion. I got him. Those. I'm starting to learn more. So I've been watching the Goldfry channel to get myself more up to speed on the castle because I've been really heavy Star Wars, and it's not like I'm converting into only Dungeons and Dragons and in Castle, but it's just been the current interest. I'm still kind of like keeping up with Star Wars as much as I can, which is hard to do. The May the Fourth be with you. That's only like 2 months away, which is insane. But anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. This has been just an amazing Mercari haul, adding a couple new figs. As you know, I'm big on minifigures. I do like the landscapes to kind of like build worlds. I'm going to be having fun with the Dungeons and Dragons. We need to go on that adventure. I downloaded the app, but let's wrap this up. Thank you so much. And then I've got if you haven't done Mercari, either buying or selling, you can get a coupon code in the description below. Just use my link. Get signed up for Mercari, sell some stuff, use it to sell a bunch of stuff. And then if there's some figures that you've been looking for, or, if you could really get some hot deals, I've gotten a couple hot deals of the no mini figures. If you just want the sets, actually you can do really well, and they'll negotiate. You can be like, hey, it was the Obi-Wan Kenobi set I got for like $6, with no minifigures. I already had it, but the landscape itself, like the rock work and all that, was like great parts. It had awesome parts. It had all the lava pieces for the fire. It had all this like Technic stuff, and I was like, $6. Yes, please. So you can get some deals on parts. You can get some deals in figures. There's a good community. So thank you to Ryan, thank you, Renee, for being good sellers. I really appreciate good sellers. Hopefully, when I'm selling, I like to try to take care of people, ship it right away, make sure the packaging's good, you get the right item, all that kind of stuff. I think I've only messed up once, but then even then, I just credit it because it was just I screwed up. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next Mercari haul. Bye for now.